What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Just Chuckin with Kyle Just Bets and Matty Chucks. Now, we do have an NBA slate that's pretty big. No college basketball on today. Everyone's getting ready, filling out their March Madness brackets, thinking they know everything. But a decent NBA slate. I think one of my favorite ones for a while, honestly. I haven't really loved these slates lately. Still made do with what we had, but what are your thoughts on the NBA tonight, Kyle? And have you locked some stuff in already?
Locked a few plays in already. I'm liking it. I'm liking what we got. Big slate, bunch of teams off a back to back, which is usually kind of scary, but at the same time, you're going to get some good value there. You got a bunch of tired legs. Injury report's going to be interesting today. We'll see what comes out about that, but I like some of these matchups. I think there's a lot of good spots in all these games tonight.
Yeah, I completely agree. We got Chef T in the chat. If you guys don't follow Chef
Hey,
T, great account, great vibes all around. And I think you're actually a chef. Though I think I saw your picture today. You made some corned beef and cabbage. Um, and you could tell he has some experience. Okay, let's just put it that way. Um, I have like 2 dishes I can make, and that's it. So always appreciate when people have the sauce like that. Not gonna lie. If you're not on ProphetX, get on ProphetX now. ProphetX, again, it's peer to peer. So again, you're gonna get the best lines no matter what. There is no juice, no house, no vig, no nothing. You're playing what other people are playing. So you're gonna have the best odds possible. They just take a little bit of the wins. They don't even get paid unless you win. And honestly, it's just I think the future of sports and gambling at this point because I feel like the books are just getting so tough with odds. And honestly, they're getting they're screwing you over a little bit. And for injury news, especially in the NBA, you have to be quick as a whistle. Is that the phrase? Quick as a whistle? I think.
uh, something like that.
Something like that. You got to be like that with the injury news because the books will pull the prop right away. On ProphetX, if someone is considered out or the news came out, you have to wait for that person who bet the other side to pull their bet. So they're stuck in a work meeting or they're, just doing whatever. You have more time to try to beat that and take advantage of it, in my opinion. They have fun they had fun markets. They all just finished up over the weekend. They have cool stuff like LeBron James score 10 plus points, etc. And most importantly, for March Madness, they have college basketball player props. If you cannot play college basketball player props in your state, good news is you can on ProphetX. There will be liquidity on here as the games happen on Thursday and so on. So super exciting there. Use code Chucks or KyleJB if you are using it to get some money back there. Without further ado, let's dive into the NBA slate. Let's talk about the one play we are on. I doubt there's any liquidity here this early on in the day. And I don't know who would want the over, give us a chance on the over here. So we're on Nick Richards, RA over 9.5. I'll let you take the reins here since I know it's one of the plays you've locked in, and so have I. But why did you lock in Nick Richards, RA?
Yeah, I mean, I think Bradley Beal is going to be out. There's no official report yet, but he hasn't played a back to back. I think in 2 or 3 games, the Suns have played back to backs. He got injured yesterday, left the game early. So I think he's going to be doubtful today. I don't think he plays. And you just look at Richard's numbers without Beal on the floor, sees a nice boost, sees those minutes. It's a prime matchup for him to rack up some boards, some assists. You're getting 9.5, and his rebound line is 9.5. So you're basically getting a discount on the assists, which he can do. He's got like 2+ assists in 3 straight games without Beal. I know you were on Klingon yesterday against this same Raptors team, so it's
Yeah.
basically the same spot. As long as Richards can get those minutes, that's the only iffy thing. I mean, they're weird with his minutes lately. So as long as he can play 20+ minutes, I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, and I think he will get that burn. I saw Klingon, by the way, yesterday get that in rebounds alone and some. I do think they're saving him because they're not saving him. He will get the minutes. Looking before, he did play 19 minutes last night against the Lakers. And the last back-to-back he played 19 minutes against Dallas and then 20 minutes versus Memphis, and had 12 rebounds, 2 assists. I think he gets 20 plus minutes tonight. And I think there's room for more. I love that he didn't get that 25 plus last night. And I think on the back-to-back too, they're not playing KD the ton of minutes, et cetera. I think you let Richards kind of go out there and get 20 to 25 minutes. I hope it's more towards 25, but I think we just need 20 here in this matchup, honestly. So I absolutely love that. Another one I'm on is we were looking at Sabonis. We'll talk about that later. Where was it? Hold on. The Knicks game. Here we go. Knicks. I'm taking OG Anunoby over 7.5 RA. You can look at the last 3 games here without Jalen Brunson. He had 15, 10, and 11, almost covering it in rebounds alone and covering it in rebounds alone the last game. He's actually leading the Knicks in rebound chances over the course of these 3 games, more than Carl, which was very interesting. I think it's at like 16 point something rebounds.
Crazy.
Chances, which is honestly insane. In this game here against Miami, he only had 1 rebound in overtime, so he had 8 and 5 heading into overtime. That was with Jalen Brunson. I think he can dominate a little bit of the offensive glass a little bit. I know it sounds weird with Bam and Ware, but it's the assist market for me. If he gets 3+ assists, I think we soar over here. He can get a bunch of assists at the rim to Carl, etc. I love the variance there. ProphetX hopping in the chat. We are baseball guys. Tokyo game up tomorrow. I didn't even look at that yet. I'm not going to lie, but I'd love to take a first stab. It should be a good game. I just can't stand those early games, but I wonder if we could get some liquidity there or what kind of props. I'm actually interested in the props. Here we go. Home runs, strikeouts. RBI is a great market to have, honestly, on here. That's what I was kind of looking for. Total bases as well, singles.
We need the Nerfy. Where's the Nerfy?
Do we not have
the on there?
I don't think we do. How do we not have Nerfies, guys? Come on. Come on. No Nerfy. We got to get the Nerfies and Yerfies on here. That'll be huge for the baseball markets, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We will add it. Yes, thank you very much. For the season, that'll be huge. Honestly, we can go back and forth on some Nerfies, have a little battle back and forth. That'll be interesting. Duncan Robinson, 10+ points. Wiggins not playing. I don't think Wiggins plays either. Oh, yeah. Can we get first 5 team totals, ProphetX? Please? Please? That'd be great. That's like my bread and butter. Absolutely would love that if you could. First pick was Nick Richards, 9.5 RA. And then we got OG Anunoby, 7.5 RA. So big RA, guys. I'm looking to see what kind of liquidity we have. Again, the liquidity doesn't come in till usually the later portions of the day. We're not really jumping at the seams early. Let me see here. So we're going to have to wait. There is one prop that we're talking about, and it's in this Grizzlies Kings game. Are you going to pull the trigger on this?
I think I might. It's gross, but I think you got to do it. Sabonis, 3-pointers made over 0.5. I think he's coming back from injury, but he did take 2 last game when he came back. I think he missed both. But he took 6 against this Memphis team last time they played, made 3 of them. And at home, I think he's hitting like 7 or 8 straight at home when he plays 30 minutes. So it's worth a shot. I think you even said like he hit, what was it? He took 3 attempts in the first quarter last time they played or something like that.
6 minutes. Yeah, I have it right here because we were looking at it pre-show. He took another one. He took 4 in the first quarter. That is actually, if he takes 4 in the first quarter, this could be a first quarter line, honestly. Look and see who played. So they didn't start Edey. interesting. I think if he starts and you have Jackson Eady down there, I like it even better. Bring the big guy out.
100%. I think he's going to have to take a few.
Yeah, I
like that a
absolutely
lot.
love that.
It's gross.
I think I'm gonna have to add that too. I love that prop. You know, I love that prop.
No one else is going to like it, but we might have to run it.
No, someone actually thought I had some mental problems when I posted it last time. He was like, "Are you okay? Are you all right?" But I love that look. I love taking big men for threes, honestly. Another one I'm looking at is Alex Sarr. I got burned with him one time before, but the volume has been insane. Long road trip too. I'm looking at the last long road trip he had as well. 7-4, took 2 in 11 minutes, got hurt in that game. But I think he'd be tired. Took 4 there. He's been shooting a lot more as of late, averaging 5.4 attempts in March. And that's an uptick by about a half a 3-point attempt. He's usually better at home. He shoots abysmally on the road, 27.9%. But I think he's just shooting better in general.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. 9 attempts last game against Denver. Made 5.
It took 6. If he gives me 6+ attempts, you have to think he's making 2.
Yeah.
4 for 10 versus Milwaukee. That's something to keep in mind, actually. And 3 for 6 and 1 for 6. They play Milwaukee one more time. We need to circle that game. He took 6, 6, and 10. Unless he missed it in this stretch. I don't know if they play the Bucks again, but sounds like he's gonna. I think against what are they playing again? Yeah, the Trailblazers. If Klingon starts, same thing with Sabonis. You think he's gonna try to pull him out, right? You think he tries to just for spacing purposes alone. I think that's a great look. I'm gonna try to make my own line and beat the market here. Minus 130 something ish across the board. I'm gonna start to just put my own in here. Where are we? Should I go like minus 120? All right, we got that in. Honestly, I love there's a lot of games I literally love. I'm not touching the Spurs Lakers game. Luka's probably sitting. But the Pistons Pelicans game, Jalen Duren still minus 150 for a double-double. Let's see if I can find a market here on ProphetX as well. No, plus 140. They want me to. Someone take me on this. Someone's hit me up on here. I love that prop for sure all day long. Yeah. I think I'm going to fire away some threes props to finish my card. What else are you on today?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good games. It's one of those slates where you can kind of like almost guesstimate the injury report a little bit. Like you said, Luka's probably not going to play. Bradley Beal's probably not going to play. Zion Williamson's questionable. Like anytime he gets a Q tag, it's most likely he's going to sit. So kind of looking at those matchups and seeing like who does better in those games. I love Jalen Duren in that matchup too. I think he's going to go off as long as he can avoid the foul trouble.
Sits, he's probably avoids foul trouble a lot easier, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. I do like everyone's on him today. Devin Vassell going up against the Lakers. I just think that's a good spot for him. Wemby, Fox, obviously out for the season. He's seeing crazy high usage. And you just look at forwards against, or even guards against the Lakers. They've just been high usage guards and forwards have just been dominating them. You look at points and assists. I think both lines are pretty on point. It'll either be him or Castle that goes off. I'll give my chances with Vassell because he's just been taking those shots, taking the threes, and he's been consistent. So I like him in that game for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
I think if Luka plays, Jackson Hayes points, I think should just always be a bet, especially with LeBron gone, because that pick and roll is just
oh yeah,
unbelievable. He'll get to the free throw line. He'll get easy dunks, easy layups. So honestly, if he doesn't play, I might fade Jackson Hayes, but this matchup is cupcake, just cupcake for Jackson Hayes to just destroy. I mean, Bismack Biyombo, how old is he?
32.
I thought he was way older than that, honestly. How long has he been in the league for? I remember those Charlotte days.
Let's say 2011. Yeah,
Why is there no like logo? Is this the old Charlotte logo? Is that why this is like not?
yeah, it must be.
He's only 30. How old is he when he came in the league?
Must have been
This
pretty
is his
young.
fifth. Oh no, it's not his 15th year because he got traded so many times they count as double years here. How many seasons is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4. This is his 14th season. He's 32. So I guess he was 18 when did he get drafted?
He was just a child.
He was literally 18. That was the Kyrie. Dude, Derek Williams, I thought was going to be so good.
Yeah.
There's Bismack, top 7. Brandon Knight.
Get Ennis
Kemba.
Cantor at 3.
This draft is actually pretty impressive. I can't believe the Morris brothers literally went back to back.
Kawhi, Vucevic,
This is a good draft.
Shump.
Kenneth Faried, I feel like he's 50 years old now. Norris Cole, Miami Heat legend. Jimmy Butler at 30. Wow. Kyle Singler, Duke low-key legend. Davis Bertans, I remember him too. It's a pretty solid draft. Oh, there's Isaiah Thomas too. I love looking at drafts later on and just being like, what the hell was everyone thinking?
Crazy.
Jimmer, everyone knew Jimmer wasn't going to be good. He couldn't create his own shot. Clay. Damn, imagine if the Warriors drafted like Jimmer instead of Clay. They also, yeah, wow. So much could have went wrong there.
Kemba at number 9.
Cantor. I feel like that draft was pretty good. I'm getting sidetracked, but I'm just interested in this too. Michael Kidd Gilchrist, another guy. You thought he'd be nasty. Deion Waiters too. Thomas Robinson. Ew. You realize these people are just so wrong. This draft actually sucks. This draft actually is abysmal.
Yeah.
Thank God Anthony Davis is in this draft because that is actually atrocious. Jeremy Lamb sucked. Kendall Marshall sucked. John Henson sucked.
Damian Lillard was up there. That's about it.
Jared Sullinger, I thought was going to be nasty. I'm not going to lie. That was a horrible take by me. That's just crazy. I thought Bismack Biyombo was like 38.
He looks old.
I guess if he got drafted at like 22, he would be 36. But
yeah.
That's crazy. He looks, yeah, he's from Congo. I'm not saying, but, you know, he could be a little older. He could have done the whole MLB, you know.
Yep. A little workaround.
He's only 6'8". I thought he was taller than that. A lot of questions. A lot of questions I have on Bismack Biyombo. Either way, that doesn't change the fact that is a cupcake interior there. Harrison Barnes, not going to be physical. Bismack will be, but he's too small. Jackson Hayes, if he does play, he's also not 7 feet tall. I don't care what you say. I saw him in person at the Nets game. There's no way he's 7 feet tall.
Yeah. He went off. What was that, last night?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
I also love Zach LaVine in this Grizzlies matchup. This is just such a high total. I was gonna play it at 19.5 points last night. It went up to 21.5, so now I'm like staying away. It's a whole nother bucket. But 237.5 total, 2.5 point spread. Those are the ones you live for.
Yep. He'll be chucking threes.
Yeah.
It's a good
And
matchup for him.
it's just a high pace, yeah, fast breaks, etc. Everything, honestly. So I absolutely love that. Trying to think if there's any other spot I love here.
I'm waiting for them to drop those Tyus Jones props.
Huh.
I mean, everyone's going to slam that once it comes live, but I wouldn't be surprised if they put Tyus Jones assist at like 7.5, 8.5 once it comes out.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be 7.5. Would be my guess. No, it's a tough matchup actually. The Raptors usually don't allow assists, so maybe you might get a 5.5, like -180.
I think if you look at what some point guards have done recently, uh,
The Raptors bottom 6 matchup on the year. Dylan Brooks over. I like Dylan Brooks a lot. Let me just check double check the injury report. Yeah, with Thompson still out, I do like that a lot. I was looking at this last draft too. This is the last time I'll look at the draft. But like Reed Shepherd, the Raptors took. Like they could have imagine them with like Castle.
be
Or like
dirty.
Bazelis. I feel like Bazelis fits their team a lot. This draft also blows. Honestly, it is tough. I feel like they don't really need a shooter. They kind of have like Jabari Smith Jr. can shoot, Jalen Green can shoot, Dylan Brooks can hit an open three. I mean, I feel like they didn't really need that. Again, I'm not an NBA GM, but I feel like there's a lot of other guys that can fit that kind of style. I can't believe Clingan went top 7. Okay, I'm done with the drafts. I just not a fan. This guy said Trey Jones, PA. I don't hate that at all. He's been balling. If Kobe White plays, I don't like it as much. He's likely to play now. He takes some usage away, but if he gets that to be the floor general, I absolutely love that.
Yeah, that's a great matchup for him. They would probably give Trey Jones the minutes just because they need to against the Jazz.
You think they start Kessler and everyone because they got in trouble? They're just gonna because they're back to back.
Probably because look at that injury report. I think a lot of those guys need to be on the injury report, so they probably need to keep a roster together. But I wouldn't be surprised if they benched one of them. I don't know who it would be, but I would
I think
assume
the
they
game's
played Kessler.
so ugly.
What'd you say?
The game's gonna be so ugly.
Oh no, gross.
It's gonna be good for props, though. I think honestly, I'm not touching this Houston Sixers game either. It's like a 16-point spread. Sixers are just throwing it in the towel. The Sixers and Mavs should honestly just combine it for a team and just fill the roster that way and just allow them to coast into the end. That'd be my 2 cents. And then tomorrow we have like 0 games. I think there's 4 games because everyone's on that back-to-back today. So I'm gonna get my volume in today and probably chill a little bit tomorrow because there's only a couple games. Anything else you're on?
No, definitely got to look some more. I think one spot I was looking into a little bit is Dante DiVincenzo against the Pacers. I think it's pretty popular today, or at least it's probably going to be. I don't know why his lines are so low. He's just been hitting them consistently, and he's dominated the Pacers in the past. And I don't think he played too many minutes yesterday, so he should get a bump, especially with like Edwards and everyone going crazy yesterday. So that's a
Yeah.
matchup to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I like that a lot too. Remember, guys, as well on ProphetX, you could do NCAA basketball futures to reach the Final Four. You can bet no on every single book. I don't think you can bet no. Again, this is peer to peer, so you're betting against other people. I think betting no and having the ability to bet no is one of the best things I've ever seen. You could bet Duke to not make the Final Four and just root for them to lose up until then. Auburn, same thing. You're gonna get bad odds on obviously a lot of other teams that aren't like top seeds, but you might get better odds to make the Final Four in general on some of these teams on the yes. So remember, you can do that the whole time. You can even do no on March Madness in general. I might take this no and put $3,500 on St. John's and not win. You can do so much on here either way. So just make sure to go ahead and have at it. Guys, that's going to do it for the NBA today. Do we have highlight?
We have highlight tonight. It's Highlight Monday.
I know. I'm so pumped. I think I lost my last play, honestly. I'm trying to bring it over here. Who's playing today? It's the Devils and the Chargers.
Yeah. Chargers just played on Friday. That was the
Renegades, right?
Yeah. It was like the Zuleika Gaucheri matchup. It's a pretty good slate on Friday. This one, it's almost looking like blowout city. You look at some of these odds and you're kind of like, I get why there's a lot of heavy favorites in here.
Yeah.
So it might be a parlay day where you got to piece together a few. Yeah, I think Zuleika plays a singles match again today, but he's undefeated.
Jeez.
Goes up against Nicholas, who hasn't won a game. So I think you're seeing like Zuleika minus 300 or something like that.
I got minus 475, so.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I guess you can do like a correct score 2-0 or something there.
Yeah. CRB and Kubala, they're undefeated. El Barba and Gallo, they're iffy. They haven't been top notch this season, so I think that's a pretty heavy matchup, heavy favorite for them too.
I'm looking. Has Zuleika been dominating sets or let's see, March 14th, February 24th?
He typically goes 3 sets. He's played a lot of close games. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah, 6. Yeah. Oh, let's go Sherry. That was a tough game. Let's see. Who am I looking at again? Zuleika. He dominated Manu in 6 sets.
Yep. I think that was the only time he went under 2, though.
Was it? Let's see. I'm trying to find when the last time he played here. There it is. Yeah, 3. Oh, he's played some tough people though.
Yeah.
Played Gaucheri twice, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Nicholas he's played Nicholas today. I like Nicholas. Nicholas hasn't won a game, so it's super hard to back him. It's 0-5, I think.
How's he doing set wise?
March
10th,
I don't know.
25th, and 3rd. Let's see. March 10th. He lost in 2 sets. 3 sets to Gaucheri. Actually, he almost beat Gaucheri.
Yeah.
Those are tough games.
But that's Gaucheri. Gaucheri's been winning, but he
keeps it interesting.
So I don't hate that too, like a 2-0.
I don't hate either. It's minus 130. I want to say I got better odds. Let me see. Who else is this? Ferranda. He's in Division 4 now. I guess he was getting waxed.
Yeah.
Is Abila a live dog? I don't think so.
Yeah.
He went 0-7 last year. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, some of these matchups are tough. I want to play something in this matchup, the CRB
I think we
Kubala.
go. I think we go win 2-0 here. Honestly,
Yeah, I'm looking at. I know they don't have it on some books, but their spread is -3.5. And you just look at all those games they've won. They've just like
yeah, they
dominated. They won by.
dominated. El Barbara.
Yeah, for some reason the site's not showing their matchups.
I think El Barba sucks.
Dude, yeah. But I saw him live last year in the championship. That's my only bias towards him. He went off. I was surprised. And
I was
he's
not.
got that crazy beard and it was like swinging around. He was screaming. It was electric. But yeah, they're El Barba and Gallo, they're just like the older, they seem older at least, the older bunch, and I don't think they can keep up, especially against the number one duo.
I think I'm gonna have to go CRB to win by 2 or to win 2-0.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that out. I'm gonna get my NBA out. I'm gonna get my highlight out. That's gonna be it, guys. We're gonna keep cashing. Me and Slop are doing that capper bracket challenge and releasing the bracket names and matchups on our 3:00 show. So stay tuned for that. That's it. Happy Monday. I got a lot of work to do, so we're gonna go back in the lab, get the work done,
Yes,
and
sir.
get some content out. Best of luck on your bets today, and have a good Monday. Peace out.